I want to bring in now Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy of Florida. She is a member of the January 6th Select Committee. Congresswoman, so happy to have you here. I found your line of questioning very personal and very touching when you talked about your own story and your own fear that day. I'm curious, I know how it works on Capitol Hill when you are engaging in this kind of testimony. What did you hear today that surprised you?
Well, it's good to be with you, Tiffany. And I thought today's testimony was intense and heart-wrenching and really underscored the bravery and the courage of the law enforcement officers who were there that day trying to hold the line and to defend democracy. And what you saw today was four members of hundreds of people in law enforcement that did fight back that day. And those stories were just, they were just incredible. I think a couple of things I took away from what they said was they endured incredible amounts of pain and were brutally assaulted and massively outnumbered. And yet they had the courage to continue to find a place to be useful and to be helpful and to keep defending democracy. And that determination to keep the members and staff on the Hill safe and to understand what was at stake that day was incredibly impressive. The other thing I heard them say loud and clear was they fought for our democracy, and now they're asking their elected leaders to fight for accountability. That's the bare minimum that they deserve for their sacrifice, is that we should get to the truth around what led up to and what occurred on January 6th, and then we should provide recommendations on how to ensure that never happens again.
Well, speaking of getting accountability, I want you to take a listen to something Officer Harry Dunn said about how scary it is that people continue to believe this lie. And I'll get your reaction on the other side.
One of the scariest things about January 6th is that the people that were there, even to this day, think that they were right. They think that they were right. And that makes for a scary recipe for the future of this country.
So I know what we hear publicly. However, these are your Republican colleagues. You guys see each other. You pass each other in the hall. You speak. Is there anybody on the Republican side of the caucus who quietly says this is all so embarrassing? This is ridiculous. That's my first question. And the second question is, do you personally suspect any of your Republican colleagues of intentionally or unintentionally aiding some of these insurrectionists? And if so, who?
I agree with Officer Dunn that the nature of the folks who showed up and how deeply they believed in their cause is something that we have to better understand, because it is a danger to our democracy and to the future of our country. And we have to better understand the law enforcement officers that showed up, the average homemaker, the jet-setting heiress, just the makeup of the folks who participated in this extremist act was very different than what we think of as violent extremism. So we have to better understand that. And of course, there are Republicans and who will acknowledge that the attack on January 6th was undemocratic and that they're horrified by it. Unfortunately, there aren't as many voices who are willing to publicly participate in this committee so that we and be partners with us the way that Representative Cheney and Representative Kinzinger are in trying to find the truth. But this committee is committed to that, and we will follow the evidence to whomever and wherever they lead.